So the question is, I honestly do my work and try to give my 100%. Seeing this, some people, at my workplace start getting jealous of me and create problems. I'm not good at politics. What should I do? Should I stop coming in the limelight? So this is a peculiar situation which all of us, face, most of us face, when you try to do your job with a lot of honesty, putting all the efforts, doing it perfectly, you see that some people, especially those, who are not able to match your abilities, they try to use other means, they try to do some kind of politics, trying to impress your higher ups and create problems for you. So what should a person like this do? And should he, stop coming in the limelight? This is the question that has been asked. I request people who are here to kindly share your opinion, what you think should be done in such a scenario, or if you have faced this, how did you overcome, or what did you do? One simple question is whether the person should stop coming in the limelight, yes or no. How many of you feel that it would be okay, that the person stops coming in the limelight so that the problems that he is facing come down? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have. Yes, kindly unmute.
Namaste, sir.
Yes, Shashi sir, please share your view.
Sir, I read somewhere regarding such a situation.
Yes.
That if there are so many inimical forces against you, you stick to your roots, you stick to your basics, ethics, and principles. And if nobody can change you, then you are a successful man. You should be what you are. Don't get swayed by the waves. They will come and go. They will do whatever they can. But if you are steadfast, they will all fade away. With time, you will stay wherever you are. These are all temporary phenomena.
Wow.
And these keep on coming. These keep on coming. They won't stop. These will keep on coming as long as you are working or in a career. But you stick to your roots. Don't leave your ethics. Don't leave your principles. Be what you are. And then you are a successful man. If they can't change you, you are a successful man. If you change, then you are wayward.
Very beautifully answered, Shashi sir. Very beautifully answered. Thank you so much. Yes, Gandhiji.
Yeah. Good morning, sir. So it is my experience. I am in a teaching line. So my seniors, when I entered my teaching line, when I am a junior, my seniors used to help me. That is, they give help to teach like this, and you should be like this, and you need not to worry about how to get rid of the fear. So that's how when you are in a senior, when you are moving up, when you are in a good position, you should help the others. So that is the principle I learned. And also when I become a senior, I help my juniors how to overcome the fear, how to come up, how to come in the prosperity and in the line, so that nobody will try to pull me. So because I am also helping them, that is the human mentality we should develop. So as Sarve Bhavantu, Sarve Sukhina Bhava, when we are when we are ending our session, we see that everyone should not suffer. No one should suffer, and everybody should have a auspicious. So when we are telling that sloka, we should help the others. That's how when we help, nobody will try to pull, nobody will try to bring politics. Beyond that, it happens. So well and good. It's the God's wish. So you have to accept it. That's what I think, sir.
So Shashi sir, if there is, there are some people, who actually keep creating problem for you. What do you do? Should you ignore them, or should you do something for it? Or what? How did you tackle, Shashi sir or Gandhi?
Sir,
Yeah.
when you help somebody to come up also to your level, they will develop, they will not pull you back because you are helping. So sometimes you allow them to get the prize also, to get the first prize or to get the, promotions or anything. So never, they will not help, they will not try to pull you back
So
because
you
you
are
are
saying
helping
that
to bring
even
them.
if they are creating problem, you keep helping them, they will change or they will not
Yes,
commit
yes.
more. Oh, okay. Shashi sir, what would you say on this?
I think you should keep quiet,
Hmm.
because if you say something, it will certainly travel to them. This was advice given to me by one of my friends who is practicing in Amritsar. He's a very good doctor. That whatever they do, whatever say, just keep quiet, because even negative vibes travel to them. Just stay calm, keep on doing your work.
Okay.
Don't say any wrong thing about them. It will go to them. It will further worsen the situation.
Yes.
You keep on doing whatever you want to do, but don't utter even a bad word for them.
So these are very experienced people, they are sharing their life's experience with us. Thank you very much, Gandhi sir and Shashi sir. Yes, Sukumar ji. And then Kambam Raghunath ji and then Sukumar. Kambam Raghunath ji.
Yes, sir.
Sir, good morning. My success is because of my efforts, and it is not bestowed on me because of somebody's work. When I am successful, I should always feel proud of my activity. And if somebody is not very happy with that, I should find out what is the reason that makes the other person not happy with me. And if I'm able to convince him, or if I'm able to find out the reason why, or why there is a dark patch between us, then I like to just convince him as to why it should be done. And at no circumstance should I say that I would not continue with my activity, because that is my personal thing. And I've been successful in my own activity. And we find people do not like it. But doesn't mean that I should change my line of thinking or my activity.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Raghunath ji. So Raghunath ji also is of the same opinion that one should not change or try to mellow down oneself. Sukumar ji?
Yes, sir. What sir said is correct. Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, we should keep our emotional intelligence, and at the same time, calm, smiling face. At the same time, we should be very assertive. We have to express our feeling whenever need, and in assertive way, not aggressive or passive way. That is also more important. If you are not smile and calm is okay, but not every time. So we have to add now and then assertiveness, bring our opinion, tell. Otherwise, we are under stress. We will suffer, and we are not explaining. They will try to dominate. One or two character will be there in all the institution. You may be your senior or junior, but depends on your situation. We should not lose the logic. That is more important. So control the emotions. So yoga, breathing activity regulations will help you a lot there. That is my experience. Thank you, sir.
So Sukumar ji, is of the opinion that you should try to maintain your inner calm, but when needed, you should also speak up for yourself as well. But as Shashi sir said, that we should not get into a negative mode of doing things. We should only focus on what we are doing, and should not reduce the intensity of our actions. Let us see, because Arjuna was also in a very similar situation in Mahabharata. Let us see from Bhagavad Gita what we can learn about it. So towards the end of the first chapter, Arjuna here is saying that I think it will be better for me if I just, drop my weapons and remain unarmed. And the sons of Dhritarashtra, the evil forces that are there, they can come and kill me because I do not want any violence. So this is the way, he gives all the logic, says that ultimately violence will lead to a perpetuating cycle. And ultimately what will happen is both sides will lose. So that's why I would prefer that I sacrifice my life so that the peace can prevail. So this is how the first chapter ends, and then Sanjay says, Eva muktva Arjunah sankhye rathopastha upavishad visrajya sasharam chapa Shok samvigna manasaha. Speaking thus, Arjuna cast aside his bow and arrow. Whatever was his swadharma, he left it. And sank into the seat of his chariot, his mind in complete distress and overwhelmed with grief. Then when he was in such a situation, then he was confused whether he should do his karma or not, because it is creating more and more problems. Then what did Krishna tell him? Tam uvacha Rishikesha prasanna iva. Krishna, as if is smilingly. Krishna tells him when he is standing in between the two war fields there. Krishna tells him, Kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupastitam anarya justam asarvyam akirti karam Arjuna. Means, oh Arjuna, in this critical hour, how this delusion overcome you? It is not befitting an honorable person such as you. It does not lead to any higher growth, but ultimately it will lead to your disgrace. So Krishna is telling Arjuna that this behavior does not suit you. Do not get into this kind of a delusion. And if you look at your swadharma also, swadharmam api cha veksha na vikampitu marhasi. As Shashi sir was saying, you should not waver. You should not waver from your swadharma. You should do your duty with your 100% always. Dharmayadhi yad yuddha shreyo na anyat kshatriyasya na vidyate. So there is no better engagement than fighting for upholding of righteousness. When you are doing your swadharma, you are holding the dharma. You are doing your job honestly, properly. It means you are with the dharma. So therefore, you should never waver from this, because there is no better engagement for a person rather than engaging himself in his swadharma. So never be lax in executing your swadharma. If you have some good qualities, you are able to do them better than others, it means God has gifted you those qualities. So there is no way that you are dampening those qualities by thinking, that you are the doer and you own those qualities and you should suppress them. Please consider that quality that you have, which is making you excel, also is a divine gift to you. And with that humbleness, never suppress that quality. And then Krishna says that otherwise what will happen? You will think that, okay, I will give away my duties, my actions, because it is creating more problem. I will not be so, bright in my activities. And then what will happen? People who are doing politics against you, they will again go in the negative way. They will say that you are a coward, you are a lazy person. And for a respectable person like you, infamy is worse than death. Then you will be again in trouble, thinking that you could have done it, you have the ability to do it. It is for maintaining peace that you gave it up. And now these people are now telling that he is not doing because he is a coward or he is a lazy person. So please do not think that if you stop doing your swadharma, people who do politics will leave you at peace. They will have that habit. It is their tendency. No matter what you do, they will keep on doing that. So that thing in your mind that by changing your action, you will be able to change them, may not happen. So that expectation that if I change my action, they will change, will create more frustration in you. Please do not put on any effort to changing people around you. You work on yourself. How can I become more and more stable? How can I remain unaffected and be steadfast in what I am doing? So if you see Mahabharata, actually, Pandavas tried to compromise a lot. Dhritarashtra was doing a lot of injustice. They were sent to, in Lakshagra, they tried to burn them. Then these people came back. After that also, when the division was happening, the Hastinapur was given to Duryodhana, and Khandavprast, a very deserted area was given to Pandavas. And then, Shakuni and those people who were doing politics should have settled down there at peace. But then they didn't. these people with lot of hard work, converted Khandav-prastha into Indraprastha. They really worked very hard and prepared the whole city. But then the people did not allow them to remain at peace. And then what happened? Again, that Dyut Krida and all those politics went on. So in this way, we should understand that giving away one Swadharma because people around you who are doing politics are creating problem for you may not be a good choice, because even if you stop doing your activities, they will go the other way around and create trouble for you. Therefore, Krishna says, if however you refuse to fight this righteous war, we are at war, all the time within us, whether to go with Swadharma or not. So abandoning your social duty and reputation, you will certainly incur sin. Krishna uses this word that it will be a papam which will create guilt in you later on. And the great generals, those who consider you in very high esteem, they think that, okay, he's such a wonderful performer, he's such a wonderful person, this lady is such a wonderful housewife. Whatever situation that you are in, people, those who praise you, they will also later on think that you fled away from the battlefield out of fear, and thus you will lose their respect for you. So not only this, there will be more negative gossip and it will create more problem for you. Therefore, Krishna now gets into the path of Jnana Yoga. After telling this about the practical scenario, what will happen? As Shashi sir was saying, he says that these are all fleeting things. Don't take them so seriously. Matra sparshaastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada. No matter what you do, different people will have different opinions and they will create their own observations and opinions. But you have to understand one thing, that these are not permanent. Even if somebody commented something, somebody said something, you will see that after few days, things will again become normal. The problem with us is that we think that whatever has happened today is going to remain forever. So anityaha tan titikshasva bharata, all these fleeting happiness and distress should not be able to shake you up. You try to remain more and more stable and understand that change is the only constant thing in the nature. So therefore, whatever is the situation now, if you remain calm, it will change. And definitely in my own observation, I have observed that if you are able to sail through calmly, even if people are trying to provoke you, agitate you, ultimately, even in politics, you win. So one who is more calm and composed wins. Yam hina vyathantyante purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiraha so amrutatvaya kalpate. O Arjuna, you have those qualities, you are the noblest among the men. He's encouraging him, telling that you are lucky to have these qualities. That person who is not affected by happiness and distress of the situations around and remains steady in both the situation, he becomes eligible for ultimate liberation from the sorrows of life. So this is how Krishna advises him and tells him that the Swadharma should never be given up. And as Gandhi sir was saying, one should not act with a pride also that I am the doer and I have whatever I have achieved is because of my effort. No, if you properly look at it, these are all, divine grace. These are all qualities that are there by birth in us. And in this way, one should not do good activities to make other people more jealous. Some people, they get into other extreme. They say, okay, if they are jealous, I will do it more. I will make them burn more. That will cause your more problem and destruction for you. If you do not have any such tendency that I do not want to harm them, I do not want any bad for them, but that doesn't mean that I have to give up my Swadharma. So do not do your good action or whatever that you are excelling in with a pride. Do it with a lot of humbleness, and if possible, do it for some higher principle. And then hold on to your Swadharma. Try to remain calm and composed, help those who are needy and build a more positive force around you. Ignore people who keep on doing politics. Completely ignore, neither take them, listen to what advices they give, nor listen to what bad thing that they say. Just hold on to positive people who are like-minded like you. Be there, keep in their company around you, and keep helping those who are in need. So you will build up a more positive force around you. But here Patanjali also says, when there is apunya, you should do upeksha. So I think ignoring is a better option. Definitely, when people are in distress, you help them, but it is your inner calm and peace which is most important. So this is what I wanted to share with you all. Anybody, any other comments here?
Sir, can I say one thing more?
Yes, yes.
This was a suggestion given to me by one of my patients, who was a very bold and strong lady, tall and well-built lady. She was from a rural background, agriculturist family. We were discussing about a patient, and his comment was that doctors create the problems usually patients don't have. Just to make money, they alter the reports and all those things. I was really hurt that how such a person can. He was from medical background. That how can one think about like that? Means I can't think of it. So I was very hurt. I talked to the lady. She was also in that hospital. Her daughter was admitted there. She had a baby. So I just see what the man is saying. And her reply was, only those things will come from his mouth, or he will utter only those words, whatever God has given in his brain. So I was really wonderstruck. Just see how, what a like clear impression of life this lady has. Only those words will come out of his mouth, whatever God has filled in his brain. So there's really a big lesson for me. I really want to share with you. I have not seen that lady for last so many years. I wish she is healthy and fine, but she has given me a very good lesson of life.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So here, the sense of doership is surrendered to some higher principle. And in my life, I have felt that whenever my intention were pure, whenever I held on to some higher principle in my life, and I kept on doing my good work, even if, because of the politics, some situations in my life changed, I was transferred from one place to another, or from one team to another. Ultimately, I realized that it was for my better good. In comics, there is a character known as Banke Lal. He's a very character who gets jealous of the people very easily, and he tries to harm the people. But that fellow had one blessing from Brahma, that whoever he tried to harm them, ultimately it leads to their big benefit. So I have observed in my life that whenever, even through politics, when such things were done, when my intentions were pure, when I did not do it to make anybody, go through any kind of hurt, and I held on to my Swadharma, ultimately it became a boon for me, and I realized that later on, I realized that if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have been here. So in this way, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. The one who holds on to dharma protects him. So never give up your dharma for any kind of emotional blackmail, and be confident. Follow the path of ahimsa, but hold on to your dharma, and you will see that ultimately whoever tries to, drown you, you will sail through in much more better way. The buoyancy will put you more up, and every time you will win. But just be patient and keep on doing your work. So I wish the person who has asked this question all the very best. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I observed one thing more, that
Yes.
if you keep on doing your swadharma, even people who are utterly critical of you, even they change with time. They start accepting you, and if they don't shower praises on you, but they stop harming you. They stop speaking ill about you. This is my observation. Even if it's family or whatever, wherever it is, you keep on doing your work. You keep on doing your dhamma without thinking what they say, what they do. Ultimately, there is some change with time. They change.
Yes.
They stop harming you.
Yes. Even if they don't change, we should not have that expectation. But yes, I have also observed this, that with time people change. So I am really, really, grateful to the experienced people who are much elder to us and who share their life experience with us on this platform. Thank you very much. Namaste.